Okay. I think we are live. Let me go back here and figure this out. I want to make sure. Hi, good morning, Lacey. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Okay, I was just going into the phone to make sure that I was live. Let me make sure that I did. I shared. Okay, boom. Hello, good morning, friends. So happy Monday. We are here again. And I'm excited because this is the first episode of um, Motivational Mondays, which, because it's the first episode, I am just going to introduce it. We're going to talk about what this means, what it's going to be like. And um, with that being said, we are going to digit- digitally plan the week. This is going to be super raw. And I only tested one thing out just to make sure that everything was going to be all good and done. So I do have the one detail there, but we're going to do the rest. We're going to go over it and then we're going to do the rest together. Um, but I thought that this was a great spot to start the series. It's planning, setting goals, and this is like real goals, real planning, real, this is what I'm doing. Um, yes, I'm speaking to you guys, but in all realness, I am speaking to myself because one thing that I need to really prioritize moving forward with this reconstruction of my small business is that I need to walk the walk. Is it? Is that the phrase? I need to um, follow my own, like my own advices, my own lessons, my like, I there are times that I help others and it works super great for them, and I need to start listening to my own self. So this is me, and we're just gonna do it together. But in the same token, I know that it can work for someone else. So this is what this is about. And yeah, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. So here's the thing, okay? I am going to be sharing my screen. We are going to be working with a Google Cal. So I use Google Calendar just because it's easy for me. It's at my disposal. But literally, there is so many different, digital planning out there that you can use. Um, I wish that I had an iPad. Honestly, my birthday is next week, literally a week from today. It is next Monday. And I'm putting it out there in the universe that I might get myself a iPad because everything that I do, it seems that having an iPad would be beneficial to have. Um, but anyways, so with that being said, I know that there's things like Notions. That one is huge. And there's so many different planning tools out there digitally that you can use if you are the type of person that um, does well with digital planning. I never used to be. I never used to be at all. But in the recent past, I have turned to really enjoy the digital planning just because it is always at the palm of my hands, right? Like this phone goes everywhere I go, and when I travel, so does my computer. Um, so yeah, with that being said, this is just what I'm using, but you can use whatever you want if it's something that at the end of this you feel that you would like to try. Also, I don't know what is coming next. I'm winging this as we go. Just, fair warning, because again, I am trying to put together my week and trying to figure out what are the different steps that I need to take for my business so that it makes sense and XYZ. You're just going to be here with me. So, with that being said, let's share my screen. Um, Also, before I share my screen, I wanted to mention once I start sharing, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna say stuff. I cannot see the comments unless I step off to the side with the phone. But if I do that, then this live is going to be a million years long. And that is okay, except that for Motivational Mondays, I want to go ahead and try to keep these lives to be about an hour. Well, technically an hour long, but about 35 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes maximum, hopefully less, of like, if you will, like lecture time, and then just me talking or whatever it is, the presentation itself, I would like it to be like, let's say 30 to 40 minutes long, and then the last 20 minutes is going to be me coming back um to the comments and talking with you guys. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you really want to like point out to me, then absolutely, like, write, ask away, comment away, and then at the very end I will try my very best to like highlight questions first, um or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just wanted to point out the outline of what I would like these lives to go by, just so that you don't feel that if you guys are talking that I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. It's just, first and foremost, when I'm sharing, I cannot see. It's going to take me completely out of this screen that I see here. Um, I am not going to be explaining this every single time. This is going to be the very first time. Again, this is the introduction to the Motivational Monday series. And so just kind of like setting it in those like rules and, goals and all of that. And we'll talk more about it on the side as well. I do have um, my notebook that it's not like I took any like notes for me to be reading off of it, or whatever. It's not a script at all. Was just notes that I was taking with my husband last night. And but if I again, digital planning is great, but more often than not, I will need paper pen to jot things down. It's easier that way, and then transfer it over to the calendar. But for now, these were just like prefaces that I wanted to mention, just so that you also all know. Um, so yes, let's see. Once I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. Okay. So the other thing is, because of um, my vision, it's more comfortable for me to have the black background. Before I switch completely to the screen share, you see it here. on the side of on the screen. Can you guys please let me know if this is okay or if I should go ahead and change it to the white background? Um, because I can do the white background just for the purposes of being live, and then I can always change it back. But what do you guys think?
It's 10:15.
Let me know. Ooh, that was probably loud. I don't know how to take that off. And that's going to be every 15 minutes. Barb, you see it. Is it okay? And it's okay. Okay, cool. So let's now go back. All right, so I will go to the calendar. Amazing. The problem is if anything goes wrong, let me just if anything goes wrong, I don't know, I'm just gonna be going back and forth. Listen, I am learning along with you guys. I promise it's gonna be better. It will be better. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna have this for like whenever if there's something that needs to be pointed out and I need to look real quick. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm also very nervous. I know that when I start talking, I just go off, and it's like, okay, great, you know. Um, but every now and then, like my nerves do take the best of me. Um, it's gonna be so interesting having to like go back to see like where we start versus like the end of the year or in the near future how it is. First and foremost, also happy Thanksgiving. What? Listen, girl, stop. Stop. What? What? Listen, slow your roll, okay, brain? Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. That's fabulous. I hope that you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day today. I know the kids are going to be loving today at school. But okay. So okay, right off the bat I already see a mistake that I made. So this is the one that I created. I created the Monday lives here that it's going to be happening every Monday. So let's click here and I do all these like I do it all. So it's not 10 p.m. It is 10 a.m. Um so let's change that. Where is it? Here. And it's just gonna change for all the things. I'll save it just in case. I'm gonna save it to all the events. Let's go back in here. Okay, so I did put notifications. I put notifications to be 2 hours prior and 20 minutes prior. And the reason is because in the mornings I want to make sure that if I need to do anything to prepare for the live, I'll have that 2 hour a block period to work on that. And then of course those last 20 minutes for me personally, I like to make sure that my setup um looks good, right? My lighting is good, at the angle, the cameras, all of that is good. So that's the reason why I like to put the notifications, those reminders. And this here, I like to do this just because it gives me a place where it's like, okay, if everything goes wrong, literally everything goes wrong, I'll have this space where it's like, oh wait, at the very least I know what the topic is going to be for the live for this particular day. Now it's going to be kind of different, and I will explain to you like what the Motivational Monday series is going to be and stuff like that. I'm gonna circle back to that, and I should have spoken about that before getting into the planning, to be honest. But it's okay; it's totally okay. Um, so I just kind of put, so in the quarter there's 13 Mondays, and for quarter two, I should say for quarter two, and I always like to give myself a buffer on a lot of things that I do. So in this case, I want to give myself 4 extra topics that if in the event, life is perfect, all goes as planned, I can either, you know, do these topics as bonus videos, or I can include them in an extra live somewhere along the way, or they could be that buffer for if one of these topics that goes up here does not work out well. Because we all know that could possibly happen. And on lives, when we're here live, I promise something will go wrong. It will go wrong. I don't care if you are just starting out your tiny little, day one channel, or if you are top notch, like whole studio, producers, all the things, like something will always go wrong for the lives, for the topic, for the whatever you're doing. And it's always good to have that buffer. So this is just me with a little bit of unprofessional knowledge that I have, um, preparing my cushion for later. Okay. So I want to make sure that okay. And the other thing is that I understand that this is probably super extra because um, I will be having all these informations and all these details somewhere else as well. But again, something about me is that I need repetition. I need repetition over and over and over and over. Like if you see right now, you would probably laugh at me because I have a calendar in front, on the wall in front of me next to the window. Obviously we're on Google Cal digitally. The desk is a glass calendar. There's another calendar there. That one I actually use for something else, but still there's another calendar. My notebooks usually have, I took it out, but I usually have a printout of the month as well. And then of course I have the regular normal paper planner as well. So, there's calendars everywhere in this room. Um, Not only just calendars, but like planners and notebooks and all that. So this is going to be super repetitive, but for me it works. Okay, so let's move on to, oh no, did I save it? Yes, I did. I saved it. Actually, I'm gonna go back in. I want to point out, I just so that I don't have to do this is a little bit of a time saver for in the future. Um, I already know that I'm doing this every Monday. Every Monday. Um, Now I can go in here and say that I don't want to repeat this because maybe I want to come in every week and do it manually. Or just pick whatever the schedule is going to be. Now, I just did weekly on Monday because my intention is to do this for the calendar year from now until the end of the year. That is my intention. Of course, there's going to be Mondays that, for one reason or the other, I'm not going to be here. So on those days, I will not take it out. I'm just going to put a post where I'm going to say, like, hey, I am not in, for sake of better words, I'm not in the office. I am not in the shop today. Like today there's no live for XYZ, and put more information about whatever I need to say, yada yada, and then we'll move on. But that's just because I don't want to come back, knowing that it's the same information. It's just gonna be here, right? You can do custom, and I haven't really played with this. I don't know if I can do it to where it's just for the 3 months, or like for for 4 months, but I'm not sure. But it's okay. I want to do this for the whole year, so I'm just gonna keep it at that. I could have put the title of the live of that episode up here, but honestly, again, that's why I'm over here pointing as if I should be using my pointer, not my finger. Um, I could put the title of the episode up here, but honestly, that is the reason why I have, the episodes down here. I can always just, go down the list and figure it out there. So I am going to, I don't know what I just did. Okay, yeah, that's good. So let's move on. Let's do Fridays. So the Friday lives, because in my, let's call it, day job, I do not work Mondays and Fridays. And that is going to be practically a set schedule for the foreseeable future, or forever. I'm not sure, but for as of right now, but it looks like it is going to be that way. And that means that my lives, I will be live Mondays and Fridays. So on Friday, I'm going to Fridays are really going to be at 9 a.m. So as of right now, Fridays are going to be, okay, so here's, it's one of two things. And I am so like torn between the two, because they are both great. They really, really are. Um, and I think I know what I want to do. And I don't know. Okay. So check this out. Hear me out. Okay. So on Friday, nope. On Friday is going to be work with me. Work with me. Work with me lives. I think that sounds good, pretty solid, where I've already played around with certain angles here in the room, in this shop, and I've already discovered what are the different angles that I want to do for whenever we are working together. And what is that called? Body doubles, you know what I mean? um it's not anything that we're going to be learning. We're just working along together, because there is a lot that I have to do to prepare and get the shop back on its feet. So we're gonna work. I don't know how that structure is gonna look like, but it's gonna be work with me, interactive, yada yada. So that is going to be um every Friday at 9 a.m. Now, on Fridays, I do have, um, let me see. I do have an appointment every other Friday that I have to leave the house for. So on Fridays for these work with me's, they are going to, in advance, I'm letting everyone know they're going to be a lot longer lives. They're going to be anywhere between 3 and 4 hours. For this particular Friday that is coming up, is going to be a 4 hour live. if all goes well. So that is going to be intentional. I am blocking off 4 hours. Um, do 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 do. The following, I'm gonna put every other. How do you? Okay, every other. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it that it never ends because whatever. Every other week, and then we are gonna go into the
It's
opposite
10:30.
Friday. We are gonna go into the opposite Friday, and we're going to do that one to be just 3 hours because I have to end probably 2.5 hours because I do have to end at a certain time to leave the house and yada yada. So here I am not going to put anything right now because this is going to be dependent on what I'm going to be working on, and that is going to be dependent on what my daily schedule is going to look like. So as of right now, I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to do a notification for, oops, hang on. I'm just going to do 30 minutes for this one because it's just work with me. Oops, sorry. I'm like kicking things. Okay. Sounds good. Boom. Um, Now, something else that I'm going to be doing is what at what time? I don't know at what time, but on Wednesdays I am going to be uploading tutorials. Now I used to do teaching tutorials on Thursdays, but I feel like that is too close together. I think that if I were to upload it on Wednesdays, it would be better because there's nothing coming up, you know. I don't know. Yeah, but that's just what I'm going to do. The problem is I don't know at what time I'm going to be uploading it. So as of right now, I am going to say that let's put it for 8 a.m. um I like to put like silly names, so I'm going to call it wacky tutorials. Oh, that gives a different impression. Whip whip tutorials. And if you are a crafter that sews, crochets, knits, um, I'm pretty sure that it can also fall, like it'll also make sense to other crafts as well because you can start a project and not finish. Um, and you have to like continue another day, so I'm pretty sure that it could make sense as well in other craft. But if you are a crocheter, if you're a knitter, if you sew, then you probably already know what whip is, which is work in progress. um we are going to weekly on Wednesday, and this is 8 a.m. I'm just gonna do an hour block. Notification, I'm gonna say 15 minutes because it's gonna be an upload. I really miss doing tutorials, to be honest. Like I really do. So I'm bringing them back. And then these are going to be um, they will vary. And I think that's it. I'm not doing a notification. Wait, I said it was 15 minutes. What happened? 15 minutes. Okay, there it is. So does this all look good? Yes. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So that is for YouTube. Now, I blocked those off. Now, for example, I just put that I am going to be uploading a tutorial. So that means that I have to film a tutorial. When am I going to do that? Well, in order to know that, I have to realize what the rest of the days are going to be. Now, I do work. I am able to work and I am able to do things, like after 3 p.m. in between times or whatever. But realistically, and so that I don't overwhelm myself, I'm trying to give myself that working schedule, like school hours, right? So by the time that the kids are home, all the bulk of whatever I need to get done for the business is done. Anything that I need a lot of brain power and focus is done. Anything that I cannot be like distracted by XYZ. It needs to be done. I need to be done by 3. As a matter of fact, I lied. I need to be done by 2 p.m. so that I have an hour to kind of recap, recoup, get things together. I have that extra hour wiggle room. So, what that means is that I am able to go ahead and I'm not gonna I am not going to record it today. I'm going to record it tomorrow, but I am going to plan it out today. So after this live, I am going to, and I know this is going to be excessive, you guys, but I have to put this here because otherwise I may not take a break. So I'm going to put lunchtime. Oops. And I'm going to give myself 10 to 20 minutes. I mean, 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to put just 20 minutes here. I'm going to repeat it every Monday. And I'm going to put do not skip lunchtime. Leave the room and detach. For lunch, I am going to I'll do yellow. What? What did I do? 11. I guess I'll do 15 minutes because it's not giving me. Can I do 11? What does that look like? Why am I doing this? I didn't put all day. Hang on, you guys, because I don't know what's going on. What's the difference? Why is it not? Why is it not staying? Okay, cool. And then what's the difference? What am I doing wrong? It's 20 minutes. That's why. For whatever reason, it was doing a 24-hour period. I knew something was wrong. And sometimes, when the math is not mathing, you just gotta figure it out. For me, it takes a little bit longer, but we got it. All right. So there's that. And then I am going to, when I come back, I'm going to plan. Now, listen, I am dropping. I don't know how I'm gonna put this because I don't want to be so specific to where it's like, oh, it's 12 o'clock and I have to like plan exactly what I put down. No, so I'm going to just put another work block from 12 to 2. Um, and I don't know what that means. I'll do 2:30. March 17, yada yada. Okay, and it's going to repeat every Monday because it's gonna kind of look about the same. I'm not doing notification. And then here in this work block is where I just kind of need to figure out what I'm gonna do. In like today, it means that I need to plan for that tutorial, and then I'm going to start sewing and doing other things. I'll get back to that when we plan out the day. So I'm going to save after I take this off. 11:45. Why? Okay. Yeah. So 11:45. Now the kids, they start coming home like around 3 and on. So at 2:30 I do want to start cooking. Um so I think that instead what I want to do is at some point here, I'm sorry, I'm like thinking like of the times. So at some point here towards the end of this work block, I do have to take a couple of minutes, go to the kitchen and put the pressure cooker on because I need to um I don't know how to say it in English. Like what I'm doing for dinner today is rice, beans, and meat, right? And the beans that I have is dry, so I have to ablandar habichuela. So I have to soften it. I don't, I don't know. I've never had to say this in English. Oh, but yeah, voy a ablandar la habichuela. I'm gonna soften beans, something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, so and then tomorrow and then okay, the rest of the day is just going to be blah. Tomorrow, um, I need to film the tutorial and edit. I like to edit immediately after I finished filming. Um, and I'm gonna give myself a hour and a half to do that. It's not going to repeat because I don't know. And we are going to schedule the tutorial for Wednesday, next day.
It's 10:45.
After that, I am going to take a break because that's going to be a lot of brain power usage. So it's going to be a 15-minute break. And I am going to put that in yellow. During this time, I want to leave the room. Oh, wait. And hydrate. What? This is going to be like this. 15 minutes. Okay, cool. So tomorrow as well, I need to start a little something. And I'm going to be doing that at I'm going to start working out tomorrow, but I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna go at 5:30. So that means that it's gonna be an hour. Gym time. Oops. I can go. Oh no, wait. Wait, what am I doing? I work tomorrow. Okay. I work tomorrow. I work 8 to 12:30, but I like to add. Oh my god. I work tomorrow. Wow. Okay, cool. So I am going to repeat. No, I'm not going to repeat. Man, I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to bring that down. And I'm going to bring that down more. The gym is not going to be man, 12:30. Target is red. No notification. And then the gym is going to be 1 to 2. I'm gonna do that in Flamingo. Um, Tuesday, my kids have what? My kids have stuff going on. I have to cook, do all the things. So I think that I am going to film like around 4. Yep, that makes sense. Um, these gaps here is because I'm gonna come home and do, family things. Okay, cool. And then Wednesday, it's an upload. So that means I don't have to be here, but I do have to work. What? Tarjay. Um, I leave at 7. 12:30. Oh wait. No, no, no. It's red. And then I take this off. And then I have one more day. Target. I said it was only going to be an hour, but this is clearly taking me so much. Again, this is my actual schedule. And this is not how it's going to be, I promise. But I did say that I wanted to do my actual schedule. So, and I wanted to do it with y'all. So, I'm going to just say, oh, sorry. No. What? Come on. We're going to do this. Because I want to. Okay, so that works. I am going to, so the gym is going to be after I get out of work. I don't want no notification. I don't want this. I want to duplicate this. No. Can I duplicate it? Nope. Okay. Gym time. Two, 1. I'm doing this like that. I'm not doing that. And I'm going to save. Why does it say 2:30? 1. And then the other day that I'm going to the gym is this time. Flamenco, no notification. I don't want to invite anybody. And boom. Why is it little? Oh, 2. 222. Boom. Okay. So with that being said, what I do have to include is the rest of the shop, right? This is basically just YouTube. I'm not gonna do this here with you guys because it is like almost 11. Um, but I do have to incorporate time. For example, time today, I do have a work block. So these work blocks, I have to add it in other places. On the days that I am working in Target, I don't have very much of a work block. If I do, it's because I'm just squeezing it in or whatever, but I don't have much of a work block because any other time that I have is going to be mostly family, and that's a schedule of its own that I want to start incorporating for my own personal self. Um, this doesn't work either for tomorrow. When am I going to do this tutorial? I have an appointment tomorrow at 4. I'm gonna have to do this today. No, but oh, what did I just do? What did it? Oh, the break. Okay, so I'm gonna do that today because tomorrow I have an appointment and I'm just gonna put um, that. No, um I'll do orange. And I will be back right around like 5, between 5 and 5:20. So I'm gonna change that color to blue because it's too close to that. Okay. Man, see what I'm saying? Like all these time blocks is driving me crazy. What time am I going to do that? Because between when I get home, it'll probably be like around 2:20, 2:15, 2:20 ish, say 2:30 to be safe because of traffic and all that. So like 2:30 to about 3:30, I have a block, an open block, but I'm not going to do a tutorial at that time because I have to worry about like, the house and all of that. And then after the appointment and after I'm home and after we've had dinner and settled with the kids and all of that, I might have a small work block that I can squeeze in. On Wednesday, I don't have any appointments, or Thursdays, but the kids have like sports stuff going on or whatever. But I am able to go ahead and add a work block somewhere there. I'm going to be doing that off camera. Um, and then on Friday, this Friday, I don't have an appointment. I have an appointment the following Friday. So on Friday, I am working all day. However, I'm going to be live the first 4 hours, then take um, lunch, and then come back. Actually, I need to fix that, but now it's fine. I'll fix that because I'll the times doesn't make sense in my mind all of a sudden. But you see what I'm saying? Like you can hear when we time block, we kind of get to see where our time is being allocated. And that's the whole point of all of this, right? Like, our time is being allocated. How is it being allocated? What are we using our time for? Are we wasting time? Are we investing our time? Like, what does our day look like?
It's 11
And
o'clock.
okay, I have to change that. I really do. It used to be more helpful before, and now it's more annoying than anything. So, you know, I used to do this on my planner, and that used to work for me. Now, once I have my schedule put together like that, and I get to see what I'm going to do, where and how, and blah blah blah, like this is the overview logistics of my day. I can come here the notes to the notes section. I opened this, I don't even know what I opened. Okay. Um, I'm glad that it wasn't crazy personal stuff. But I can come to, to the notes and put in a bunch of like sticky notes and like whatever details or whatever. I can also just go to the daily view, and this is how it also looks like. But to be honest with you, I don't really like this view. I prefer the week, and then use notes, because this is going to keep me almost like a checklist, right? Like for example, on this January 31st, 2024, that was a long time ago. But on this day, I needed to get, like all these things. Anyways, the point is, I can just create my checklist to do with the keep notes. If I want to continue to do this like 100% digitally, it's right there. I don't have to go to another app or another program to do so. I can just utilize what I have here. Or I could just take a piece of paper and write my checklists and go from there. So yeah, these are some of the things I am now going to stop sharing my. Oh, let me see how the month looks. So this is kind of like sort of how the month looks, and I get to see an overview, just a bird's eye view, whatever that phrase is. Um, so it's kind of nice, right? Like to be able to see, like, okay, so on Monday, I clearly cannot be adding very much of anything if I'm going to be, you know, um, like really focusing in on what the goal is. And my goal is to go live every day. I mean, every Monday. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Yay. This is just what it looks like. Okay, let me go back to StreamYard, and we are going to stop. We are going to stop sharing. Hello. Hi. Good morning still. Yes. um I am. So that was a lot. That was a lot even for me, because quite honestly, there was no plan. There was no plan of what I was going to say, what I was going to show. I just knew that I just needed to keep the super personal stuff out, and just make my schedule with you guys. So in recapping what this is all about. Welcome to Motivational Mondays, where every Monday is going to be something different. Um, I just figured this is the first episode. This is the first live with Motivational Monday. Please, I would love it if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe so that you can um, come along with us on Mondays, and let's learn together. I am speaking to you guys, but more than anything, I'm trying to I am trying, okay, this is going to sound horrible. Probably is going to sound horrible. But I'm going to step into my selfish shoes for a minute, and I want to say that part of this journey in restructuring my small business and getting it back on its feet, and being back on YouTube, something that I actually do love and enjoy, is it's almost like a little bit of a healing for me as well, personally. And I want to learn how to be my own hero. I want to learn how to be my own hero. With that being said, when I talk to you guys, sometimes even I get impressed. I'm like, oh, that was really good advice, girl. That was good. That was good. That was really good. And like I'm looking at myself here, right? Like that was really good. Now, do you mind if you start listening to yourself? Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, great. So I want to start learning how to be my own hero. And I want to I need to, right? So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to take you along with me, because as I learn things, as I start to apply the things that I already know, because gosh, I know I have done so much research on so many different things, random things, super random things that, you know, um, sometimes means nothing at all, and sometimes it means the world. And when I fast forward that onto someone else, a lot of times it does work and sometimes it just doesn't, but it's okay. We are all learning together, and I need to apply those things that I learn, or that I learned through trials and error myself. So welcome to it. It is going to be a quarterly thing, and just because there's so much going on here in the shop, I want to make sure that I kind of cover all my bases. So I'm going to be using the on the community post a lot moving forward, and I would love it if you guys are there helping me along the way as well. And the reason why I say that is because, like for example, I do sewing, I do some embroidery, which I want to pick that up a lot more in the upcoming future. I crochet. As you see here, I have my circular knitting machines. So in doing fiber arts, like I dabble a little bit in different things, and of course I have the small business. So there is small business um, journey talks that we'll be getting involved with. So it's going to be in chunks of the quarter, and for the quarter I'm going to be focusing on certain topics, and then next quarter we'll focus on something else, and so on and so forth. And then once we have that topic, we're going to branch it out, everything that has to do with whether it's small business or whether it's just as a hobby, but everything that we could learn um, together, or anything that I can teach you about said topic. For example, if it is about sewing, then let's talk about notions. Let's talk about the different machines. Some things I will be upfront when I tell you, hey, this is something that I want to learn, about. So I don't know this, with experience, like a hole in the wall, but I'm going to do my research, and then I'm going to share with you what I learned, and then we're going to learn together. Or it's just going to be something where, I have this experience, I've done the trials and errors, I know this information, and now I'm going to forward that information onto you more more along the lines of teaching, right? So it's gonna this that's just how it's gonna look like. What else? If there's anything along the lines, along the way, that you guys um are curious about, please let me know. Please let me know, because God knows that we have endless amount of information that we would love um to share with you guys, and all these different topics and stuff like that that we would love to do. But there are, more often than not, we hit a lot of like blank walls, and we just kind of get stuck there, right? So that being said, if there's anything that you guys want to like dig deep into, let me know. That would be very helpful to me, because it will be helpful. So your input is going to be so vital, so vital. and and again, when we get ready to go on to the next quarter, we'll jump into like another big topic or whatever. And I think I am going to go ahead and plan that out and have it already, kind of like a rough draft already set up, so that you guys get to kind of see like, oh, this month we're going to be talking about, for example, the sewing. Next month we're going to talk about sewing. We're probably going to, you know venture out into like small, like how to sell with that topic or whatever. And then, the following month we jump into the following quarter, so we are going to talk about like embroidery, or like fiber arts, whatever it is, and then kind of see more or less what we're going to be doing. It could always change, of course. It could always change, but that way we are all kind of sort of like in the same um like in the same page, right? And again, I'm very excited to start this and to look back at the end of the year and see where we are. It's gonna be exciting. The point of all of this is that as I am doing this, my business is also going to be moving forward, because I'm not doing this only just to be here. I'm doing this because these are the steps that I'm going to be taking with my business. Um, I am going to be creating products. I am going to be taking product photos, editing, uploading, working with SEOs, working with different platforms, working out the the kinks on how to figure out how to work the algorithm of, platform ABC. Social media, something that I've not been super great about, marketing, sales and marketing. There's so many different aspects that we can cover in these motivational Monday series. um, but these are things that I'm actually taking steps in my actual real business, right? So that's just what it is. And all right, I am gonna go back to the comments now, and I'm going to try to catch up as much as I can. Because I don't know, I think that's it. Okay, so Barb, girl, not Thanksgiving, right? Good morning, Jolie. Good morning, Juana. Hello, ladies. Okay, so soak the beans in water to make them softer. Yeah. Where the date is on the calendar, shouldn't you be able to select multiple dates? That's what it crossed my mind, and I am gonna go back to do that. As I'm gonna go back to that to set the target dates. Yeah, I am gonna go back and I'm gonna figure out, because there should be a easier way as well. I figure so. But yes, all right. Well, friends, that is all. Again, if there is anything that you would like to add as input towards this whole thing, please let me know. Ask the questions down below. If you are listening as a replay, you know, please do so.
It's 11:15.
Please leave a the questions in the comments below. I would highly appreciate that. And that is not only helping other friends that are watching, but it's going to help me as well tremendously. Also also um I again just check back with the community post. Well, actually, right now it's just called post, not community post, because I will be keeping all that stuff like up to date there, along with the description down below. So yes, friends, again, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can make sure that you get the notifications. And until next time, yeah, the next time that we're gonna be here is next Monday. Well, I'm gonna be here Friday, but you know what I mean. I don't know how to end it, but yes, bye. Happy Monday.